Welcome back to another episode of the Archer PPE. And last video we got to test out our new equipment, yes, but we also got this mighty quest chest. So I think it's high time we pop this bitch, eh? And I don't think I have any sort of loot bonus. No, I don't. So we just gotta do it as it is and hope that we get something better than a blue bag. You know, the light pot's knife, the greater attack is nice. And actually, we just maxed attack off that. So great. We now have 5 stats maxed out of 8. Ooh. Only need 3 more. Need 3 def, 6 vit. Oh shit, we need a lot. We need 16 life. That's a lot. But where to go to get that knocked out? We could do tombs. Or we could do Moonlight Village. And I think other than running a Moonlight Village potentially this episode, I think I want to take it a little slow. You know, I'm feeling a little slow today, so I figured match slow with slow. You know, like 2 negatives make a positive, whereas otherwise, you know, you really fuck up and lose the character. So maybe do a Moonlight Village. And I know that lots of you guys who probably can't do Moonlight Village, you're probably like, take it slow. Moonlight Village, those 2 things, those should not be in the same sentence together. Well, as with anything in life, when you practice enough, what would otherwise seem impossible suddenly becomes possible. There was a time where I looked at Moonlight Village and I was like, dude, there's no fucking way. Umi? There's absolutely no way. Because I saw a video of this guy who fought Umi hitless, and I was like, nah, that's literally impossible. How do you even, that's not possible. And then I tried it myself and I was like, yep, no, it's super not possible. And then, you know, you just persevere, you try some more, and then eventually you get it. It's like learning an instrument, for example. Taking up guitar as a beginner might be like, holy shit, wait, I only know how to play Smoke on the Water. How am I supposed to play Hail to the King? That's the state I was at. I thought for a little while, you know what? Maybe I want to play an instrument. Maybe I want to be an instrument man, a musician. And then, you know, lots of musicians, they don't make it, they go broke. I think if your heart is in it, pursue it. I think the reason a lot of musicians don't turn out successful is because they lack some quality, some really important quality. Like, it's important in life to have a good work ethic, which means try your hardest, and whatever's important to you, try hard at it. That's why I put almost no effort into school. I make sure that I pass, but you know, like, I'm not passionate about school, I'll tell you that. So I min-max. I try to put as little time into school as possible while making sure that I'm still meeting the benchmark. All right, that's the thing. And then that gives me as much time as I want to pursue other things. And yeah, lots of it is me playing video games, or actually most of it is actually just me watching YouTube. I need to fucking chill on that. But other parts is me uploading videos like this, doing things behind the scenes that will hopefully lead to content in the future. Like, dude, I started 2 projects that I just haven't finished yet. I mean, I might as well talk about one of them. It's not even really a project. Tier list videos. I talked about that video or 2 ago, how I'm going to be doing some tier list videos eventually. And we're trying to get a Moonlight Village right now, by the way. That's what's happening. We're not just fucking killing shit, doing nothing. No, we're trying to get a Moonlight Village. Because we could get the vit from Moonlight. Why did my vit stat just like double? Did you guys see that? What the hell? But yeah, we're trying to get that. But tier lists. I went on to the tier list making website, Tier List Maker, and I looked for Realm of the Mad God, and you know what I found? A bunch of disgustingly ugly tier lists. I was like, what the fuck? Like, there was tier lists for different abilities, different weapons, which is great. It's all well and good, but some of them were PNGs and didn't have a background. Other ones had a white background, and they were all fucking different sizes and shit. And I was like, it's disgusting. I can't look at this. And so I took it upon myself to use my chat Photoshop skills to make my own tier list. And so I've gone ahead and made a collection of those. If you guys are on my Discord server, I'll probably upload it to those at some point soon. There's a few more things I want to do, but dude, I was grinding today. You may not think so, but it took a while to make those tier lists. Oh, I don't need that shit. took a while to make those tier lists because, I mean, I'm just doing the same thing. There's so many items, cropping and resizing and making sure the proportions are right. That's another thing. It's like not all items are created equal, right? Like, well, yeah, like this fire dagger, for example. We're working with 8 by 8 pixels here. And while all these items are 8 by 8, this is not 8 by 8. So 8 by 8. So if you scaled it the same way you scale the other ones, then ooh, you run into a problem. That fire dagger suddenly looks gigantic and looks weird. It doesn't fit in. So this took me a minute, a little more than a minute to figure out, but I figured it out and got things scaling nice and well. And so now, if you see other content creators suddenly making tier list videos, I would not be too surprised. I'm going to take that because the more yellow items I have in my inventory, like I said, the higher class I come off as, even though I'm essentially like a polished turd. I'm like a glorified homeless man. And you know, what kind of polish are we using? Probably not gold. It's probably just like some copper polish. Oh, it doesn't look like shit, but it looks like metallic shit. Yeah. That's where I'm at. So, how did I get here? Homeless something? I don't know. I played Schedule 1 a few weeks ago with a friend, and that was great. Dude, you can deal... gorillas... Sorry. Am I having a heart attack? I think I'm good. If I have a heart attack on camera, whoever's finding this footage, upload it and mark it as educational, and then you know what? Show my room, show my desk. Have this be a little bit of education on what not to do, how to avoid a heart attack. Don't have spoiling milk next to you in the form of ice cream you didn't fully eat, or hey, well, look at that, another one, and protein shakes. Okay. I gotta clean my desk. I really do. It's getting bad. But yeah, Schedule 1 is sick. It's kind of like a Roblox Tycoon-esque sort of game. I know people love to shit on Roblox, but a lot of good ideas come out of Roblox. I gotta say, a lot of good ideas. Maybe they don't capitalize on them all the time, but those Roblox devs, they're better than a lot of indie Steam devs, I gotta say. Or even some fucking AAA devs. Jesus, there's some garbage ass AAA games. I gotta get playing more games these days. I bought a ton of games during the Steam summer sale. I've barely touched them. I played like House Flipper 2 a little bit. It's just how. See what I mean by I'm playing like shit today? That should have never happened. It should have never been that close. I was like half health. No bueno. No, thank you. Oh, no. I could have. Fuck. I forgot we're trying to do Puppet Masters Encores as well. Alongside maxing pots, we're trying to get the juicy T-shot. T-shot, yeah, actually, you know what? Let me go Sanguine Forest. Because while Carnivorous, we have a chance to get Moonlight Village, Sanguine Forest enemies by themselves drop life pots, and that's really what we're after. But the enemies that drop... Oh, hey! Some enemies, they just blend in sometimes. I don't know, like, you guys didn't see that harpy, right? It's not just me. It was literally invisible. Did you know cuttlefish do this weird, like, like stripe thing to blend into the terrain, rendering them completely invisible to crabs? And so what they do is they do that. It's like black waves that wash over them, and then they get close to the crab, you know, and then they go, and then they eat that bitch. Absolutely terrifying. I would never want to be a crab, but that's the way society's heading. I hate to say it. I don't mean to get political, but we're heading towards a crab society. Yeah, apparently all life forms at some point evolve into crabs. And so I guess if the penultimate being is me, but as a crab, where I can go like this and pinch my claws and shit and like walk side to side, it is what it is. And I think that's why we're really working towards a virtual reality more so than anything. Like, yeah, AI and shit like that is taking over. It's, you know, propaganda, right? The real threat is ourselves. The threat of evolving into crabs. People are terrified of not being able to flick a light switch anymore because your pincer isn't going to be able to grip it quite right. Like crab claws are fucking thick, dude. They're some wide bitches. Somebody call a jailer. I could do a spec pen. I don't think I should though. I'm playing like shit today. I just feel it. I feel like shit today. I've gotten a lot of good stuff done, but I feel like I'm gonna play like shit, and so I'm gonna chill. You know, I like what we have going here. I don't want to throw this away. Went to Chick-fil-A earlier, got myself some food, and then afterwards, you know what? I was like, I want a cookie. So I used some of my streamer dosh. You know, getting paid on the high end these days, to be able to afford an almost $2 cookie. Can you believe that shit? What a scam! I'm paying $1.82 for a fucking cookie. Grr. The cost of living these days is just outrageous. Like if I wanted to be happy for a day, let's just say, God forbid, I wanted to actually be happy for once, I would need like 16 cookies. Do you know how much money that is? It's like $32. Are you fucking kidding me? $32 a day on some fucking cookies. That's the price of happiness. I hate inflation. I hate... No, I can't even joke about that. I love America. America, we got a lot of shit here, but we got a lot of good shit too. I really enjoy having the freedom to speak my mind. Apparently, I heard this from Asmongold, okay? So I'm just, you know, if there's any blame him. But I guess the UK doesn't have freedom of speech the same way that America does. I don't know to what degree they have freedom of speech or how similar or different it is, but dude, not being able to speak your mind, like shit, that would suck. So I'm very thankful for America. I should refresh myself on some history. I got to go back through the catalog, start with, you know, George W. Washington, the OG, the big G. Apparently, Benjamin Franklin was a pimp. I don't know if you guys knew this. He was slamming hoes left and right. What a guy. Come on, give me an encore. Yeah. Nobody's calling an encore either. Dude, I really missed my shot with that one encore. I guess this is going to be the episode where we just chill in the realm the whole time. There's going to be no dungeons, no pause. You know what? The title of this video might just be No Progress, because that's a really good title that's going to make people want to watch the video, right? You know what? Oh, God, I wonder what Noodle's been up to. Oh, what's this? He uploaded a video called No Progress. Oh, well, I'm surely going to watch that. I can't wait to see him do nothing for, what is this, 25 minutes? I can't believe it. Did I just predict the length of the video? The video is going to end at 25:31. I'm predicting it right now. And I'm not cheating by looking at the time. I just noticed a fly on my wall. Oh, speaking of a fly on my wall, hold on, we'll attack some shit while I get this on my phone. I got to show you guys this. So when I was driving home from Chick-fil-A, there was this lizard, right? There's this lizard, and bro was just chilling. Fuck, come on. Bro was just chilling. I'm driving home. He's locked in. He's got nowhere to go. He's fucked. He's like, oh shit, why? You know, he's just screaming at the top of his lungs. But yeah, it was sick. I recorded it for like 17 minutes. And then when we finally got home, he was like, oh, damn, I see some hot ladies here. And he started doing that neck thing where he's like, you know, where he like sticks it out, long dick style. It's all like red and really thin for some reason. I don't know. It's like a disc. But yeah, he started doing that. I was like, yo, hey, trying to get with me? Or who you trying to get with? No way you just showed up on this new plot of land and are already trying to get mad bitches. Like, did I just abduct a pimp? You know, consensually. Well, I guess, no, I repositioned a pimp. I didn't abduct. I just repositioned him of his own volition. Nothing weird about it. You know, I used to ride the bus to and from school in middle school and a little bit in elementary. I then stopped when I got my driver's license. But I used to have this bus driver. Her name was Anita. She was great woman. But she said one thing to me. She wasn't actually weird, by the way, but she was chill. She was super chill. She said one thing where I get on the bus for the day, and she's like, What do you call... That's the joke. That's the joke. Flawless. What do you call... I don't know. What's another name for abducting a kid or some shit like that? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. What? She was like, unexpected adoption. I butchered the joke. Nobody's laughing. Nobody finds it funny. I fucking ruined it. Anita, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your joke, it was amazing, but I just shit all over it. I'm so sorry. She was a great bus driver, though. I hope she's doing well. I know being a bus driver is kind of a hard gig, isn't it? Are there any bus drivers out there in chat? I'm not calling you guys chat ever again. What do I refer to you guys as? The Noodle Army. Kill me. Oh, can I do that? I was just trying to get some steak out of my throat because I was choking. You heard the noise. I was like, oh, just pulling some steak out of my throat. That's all. Anyways, what do we refer to you guys as? The Noodlers. The nudists. I don't know. I like all these ideas. I like and hate all these ideas. I think today might be a short video though, because, well, to be honest with you, I just don't want to die. I don't want to die. It's like me in real life. I go to bed and I stare at the ceiling for like 30 minutes to an hour, just being like, God, I don't want to fucking die, dude. I haven't done enough with my life. And then I wake up the next day and I do nothing again. It's like, shit. I'm just on this endless treadmill of expecting more from myself and then not acting on it, not actually bettering myself. And I feel like a lot of people do that. You know, everybody has these thoughts and these visions of, oh man, what if I did this? My life would probably be better if I did that. I should do that. Yeah, that'd be good for me. That'd be fun. And then they just don't do it. It's like, why don't you do it? Because that's the hard part. That's the hard part. There's some other shit I wanted to talk about in this video, but I don't know if I'm going to get around to it. I want to talk about, for any young men out there, I know the world seems kind of weird. I know the world seems, seems against you, right? There was this big thing where little men, dude, so many privileges. Men have it easy. This is bullshit. Well, nowadays, there's such a congregation against men that I feel like it's to the point where it's kind of hard to be a young man now. And I'm a younger man myself. I mean, I'm 22, so I fall into this category. But I mean, for the ones that are in high school, even like middle school, I doubt any middle schoolers watch my content. But if they do, what's up, man? I hope you're doing good. Just respect your parents. Do well enough in school that, just remember the things you do in school. You don't have to do well necessarily, but just remember that shit. That's what's important, is actually retaining the knowledge and then using it. And also, yeah, fuck your English teacher. Yeah, I hate that bitch too. I hated all my English teachers. But I feel like young men, there's just so much different information, like conflicting information. It's like, oh, dude, you're a man. You gotta be strong. Yeah. Oh, dude, you're a man. Fuck. You must suppress women in like minority groups because you were just born as a man. I hate you now. And then you just have a bunch of shit. And I think what's important is that you just stay true to you. Stay true to yourself. Don't think about what other people want you to think. Think about what you want to think about. Think about what makes you happy. And this even goes beyond just young men, but I feel like young men in particular. I remember being a young spring lad, myself, my boy. I don't know what to say. But there were times where, I never had to ask myself, like, am I trans? Am I gay? I actually did have to ask myself if I'm gay sometimes, because people, I don't know. Like, I've always felt super straight. I've never had any attraction to guys whatsoever, for the most part. There was one guy in this old Nickelodeon movie called Spectacular, and me and him actually have a pretty similar haircut. And I don't know if the reason I have this haircut, well, I guess, no, not this haircut, the bowl and shit. I don't know if the reason I had that haircut was because of him and I thought he was cool. Like, when you're a straight dude, you don't think other guys are hot. You think other guys are cool. It's different. And so I thought he was cool. But yeah, some people would ask me, like, I remember one kid that came up to me and was like, Drew, are you gay? And I was like, huh? Am I gay? Are you, why? Well, no, but why are you asking me? Like, I didn't know if he was confused and he thought he was gay. I still don't know, actually. And he's one of those friends where, you know, he's always hanging out with girls and he seems kind of gay-ish, but like, you know, he's had girlfriends. It just kind of seems gay, but he's not. It's kind of confusing. So I wonder if he was just asking me at the time because he was confused. And so if there's people that are asking you like, yo, dude, are you gay? Are you trans? They might actually just be asking you because they don't know themselves if they are. But yeah, I mean, being trans, I feel like that's something you just kind of know. But at the same time, like, I've had trans friends. And I guess I haven't talked with them enough about it, but I don't know if they realized they were trans from the beginning or if they always felt that way. Or I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, you're kind of born with it. I do think there's things, like, I think trauma can induce a lot of things. Like, for instance, what kind of weird shit people are into. There's a reason women want to fuck monsters like Venom, okay? There's some sort of trauma there. I don't know what causes that shit, but like, obviously there's mommy issues, daddy issues, and these lead to mommy kinks and daddy kinks. That's just how it is. I know, it's weird, but hey, it is what it is. And so this trickles down the pipeline, and you know, you get a bunch of weird shit. You get like fat inflation and shit like that, you know, like pyro inflation. Like, what? You get women growing dicks. You get, I don't even know. Really good. You know what? Now that I think about it, really good to have a conversation that's targeted towards middle schoolers and high schoolers, young men, and then talk about kinks. Oh yeah, all those. Oh, educating high schoolers on pyro inflation. Oh, beautiful. Actually, I didn't have to do that. By the time you're in high school, you're already well versed in the realm of fucking DeviantArt, Fur Affinity, whatever kind of weird ass website is out there. Rule 34. You know. Jesus. I don't think I could do this anymore. I think I need to go. I said time would be 25:31. I think I should dip. I think it'd be best if I go. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you watched this video. But hey, I look forward to making the next one. So hopefully you guys will be there. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.